Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Thanks for Not Dying.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Robin. This is my daughter Taylor and my twin sister Jen. We're here today talking about my ECT treatments that I had for my depression, anxiety, and I had 2 suicide attempts. Suicide. So we're talking about that, and I really don't have much memories of my ECT treatments. That was part of the side effects, or one of the side effects from ECT treatments. So I'm going to let them take over and tell you my side effects that happened from it.
Okay. So I think we left off that things were really scary and I was feeling like you had brain damage. Like it was just a really, really scary time. So you did end up getting another treatment because there was a small blip of time where you were having suicidal and homicidal dreams. So you got another treatment. And I wasn't very happy about that until they had told me why they felt that was necessary. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that makes sense. I think we need to do something here. But still during that time, then I had never been able to go in person to your treatments because they're at like 5 or 6 in the morning on weekdays. You know, I had fits, I had work. So I was a little bit more out of the loop. I was just more hearsay. So I really wanted to talk to your doctor that did it. Dr. Maloney, right? Was his name? So Mike and Jen had requested that we could do a Zoom just so I could kind of be more like in the know from him directly.
You had written out a bunch of questions.
Yeah. I had a lot of questions to ask him. And then after all that really scary stuff happened with you with like your major memory loss side effects and you couldn't feed yourself or dress yourself. And another thing that I left out because I was trying to go fast for the sake of everybody listening was that you were not paying any attention to Fitz either when he was there. And so that was really scary for me. Like, you know, Fitz obviously.
That's definitely not like me at all.
Yeah, I know.
Not even a year. Right?
Yeah. And he would like come up to you and he was tugging on your legs, like trying to get your attention. And you just were not giving him any attention.
Him or anything.
No.
What'd you say?
You didn't kick him or anything.
Oh,
so you just ignored him.
Yeah. It was really weird. So obviously that was really scary and heartbreaking for me. So I had started doing some research into ECT and I was on Reddit and they have some subreddits for ECT specifically. And I put a post on there like, is this normal? I don't understand what's going on with my mom. I'm really afraid. And a doctor actually on there this is what they say. I don't know. You know, it's Reddit. I don't really know if this was a doctor.
You have no idea.
You have no idea who this is. But this person that claimed to be a doctor from Ireland that does ECT treatments, was commenting on the post and saying, you know, I'm in Ireland and typically we only do 1 or 2 sessions a week. Is your mom getting bilateral or unilateral? And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. What is the difference? And they said, you know, bilateral is the 2 electrodes and then the one in the back of the head. And that causes way more cognitive side effects. Whereas the unilateral can provide the same, outcome, but less cognitive side effects. Okay. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So during the Zoom, I had brought that up to your doctor and I'm like, what do you think about this unilateral? I've heard that that's a good option. And he was like, oh yeah, we can do that.
Just nonchalantly, like we had talked about it in the past or something. But
yeah.
We're like, what?
And that's just another point that it's like, we're very grateful for everything that he did with the ECT treatments, but it's like just so shocking how you have to really advocate for yourself sometimes, you know? And I'm like, I'm feeling like we're just fighting for you, being like, can you help her? But like, not this way.
And I think too, they did the unilateral first because it was
bilateral.
The bilateral first was because it was so serious. And
yes.
It was very, very severe of you having 2 attempts in less than 6 months.
Right.
So they really wanted to start you off with a more,
aggressive.
I was going to say traumatic. I think because it was traumatic as well. But yeah, aggressive treatment, and then
which makes
maybe
sense.
He would have brought up unilateral later on. I don't know. It didn't seem like it at the time.
No,
you bringing it up, he acted like it was just like, oh yeah, we can totally do that. We're like, that's a thing. I'm like, we didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. So we did end up doing that. I think the very next treatment, right? So I think she had that one on Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday, right? She had that one after the dreams, and then I think we had a meeting Wednesday, and then I think she had a treatment Thursday.
Yep.
And yes, because it was Thursday, you got your treatment. And then I remember Friday morning at like 6 a.m. You called me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I remember this. Yeah,
Yes. And this is exciting because this is actually, it was amazing how the one unilateral treatment really helped your cognitive side effects so much.
I guess I didn't even realize it was right after the.
I'm pretty sure it was, right?
Pretty much immediately after.
Really?
Yeah, we were so used to like all the bad news, and then all of a sudden on Friday morning you're like,
yeah. You called me, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. And by the way, like you haven't called me probably in months. Like you just were in the place where you're not calling, you're not texting. But again, you didn't really know how to use your phone, you know. So I'm like, oh my god, like hello, like panicked. You just never know. Even now, I think you called me the other night at like 7:30, and I'm like, hello, what's wrong?
What's going on?
I know.
But I'm like, hello? And you're like, I remember everything. And I was like, what? And Nate's like, who is that? What's going on? And I'm like, what do you mean you remember everything? And you're like, I remember. Oh my God. Do you remember calling?
I remember. Yeah, I do remember this perfectly because I remember saying, I remember going to the trails, what was that called? An inpatient facility that we talked about earlier. And I remember going there. For some reason, I was just knew that I wasn't remembering things. I was so excited that I was like
it was.
I remember what's going on. Everything's making sense now. Okay. And I remembered going to the psych wards that I was at, and I had to call you. Like for some reason, it was 6 a.m. and I didn't care.
No, I loved that. I was so excited too to hear from you. And I think we had talked too, and I'm like, have you talked to my mom? You're like, no, why? I'm like, she's like. Great.
I go, she is. Well, I remember too. When I was doing like research too. Right before this, I remember telling Mike because I was doing research. I was waiting in the waiting room while you were getting that the last bilateral ECT, and I remember reading something, and somebody had put that you have a really, really bad low.
Oh yeah,
remember that? And then it'll start going up from there.
Well, that's what
so
happened.
It could have been just a mixture of the unilateral and you getting better all. Thank God at the same time. Maybe we don't even know for sure, but we're just like, thank God.
Whatever it was, we're happy.
It was the best news we heard in a long, long time.
Yeah. I've never been so wide awake.
I bet.
Especially at 6 a.m.
The cat.
What?
He's playing with my
jeez, Woody.
Got it. I was like, he's tugging on it.
We have a stray cat. We're outside of my house today.
Yeah, he's just pulling along with. He's having a blast.
Okay, Woody.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a really exciting day. So, do you feel like that was kind of when your memory slowly started coming back?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. It was the first time I remembered everything. What I think was everything, I guess. But,
exactly.
But I don't remember much, after that. I think getting the more and more ECT treatment. Yeah.
That makes sense in her head. What we've been talking about.
It's a mess.
We are hot messes.
This guy's coughing over there.
It's the cat hair, I think.
I
Lord.
do also remember
oh my goodness.
that time when I finally snapped out of it, and I remember sitting on the living room with Mike, my husband, and all of a sudden I remember me saying, like, did this really happen? And he's like, yes, it happened. I go, so what happened? He goes, you try to commit suicide, just matter of factly.
To you, it was matter of fact.
To me, it was matter of fact.
You don't remember all the other millions of times we've gone through the same
So
story
we're like,
over and over again.
You tried to commit suicide twice. You've been in this. Yeah.
Exactly. And you probably were like, why is he saying it so matter of fact?
That's what I was like. It doesn't seem like he's shocked about this at all.
And Mike's probably thinking, she's not even going to remember this.
So
what?
That's exactly what he was thinking.
And that's what it was for us.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you both. Mike, I mean, it was always the same repetitive. Why am I doing ECT treatments? And we're
like, monotone.
Because you attempted suicide twice. And then you were like, really? And then like 10 minutes later. So why am I getting what are ECT treatments? And we're like, oh my gosh. I mean, it was like a dementia patient.
That's what Mike called it.
Completely.
He told me that. He said it felt like it was because his dad had dementia. He's like, you reminded me of my dad.
So it was probably weird for you to hear, like, why is he being so calm about this?
It was.
Because for you, it was like the first time you heard it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah. And we're all like, duh.
Yeah, exactly. That's how
this has been going on for months now.
Yeah, we're kind of getting
catch up. Catch up to the times, lady.
Like, welcome back to the real world.
I think actually when you called me, I think I did say, well, welcome back.
Yes, you have to.
I was like, we missed
call Craig, my boyfriend, because he never really even knew you before the depression set in. And that was like, what, August, September of 2024. So then when you came back and you were actually really good, I remember going, Craig, this is my sister Robin.
Yeah,
Robin, this is Craig.
A year later.
Because he never knew who you were as a person.
Right.
Like before this.
Right.
It's weird. Yeah. It's crazy.
And you always laughed about it. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Me and Tay had always said, one of these days, we're all going to be able to laugh about this together.
Yeah.
And we know your mom will be mad at us because we have to stay sane somehow by laughing at some stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we felt bad, of course. Like, God, we're evil people.
Right.
But then we're like, we have to. If not, we're going to be crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
You would be, too, I'm sure.
So that was your, I think, like 7th treatment, right?
Yes,
maybe 8th. And then we just continued with the unilateral ever since then. And when they first introduced the ECT idea, they said you potentially need, 12? 12. Yeah. And then when you got to your 5th or 6th, when you had that kind of really bad dip down low, they ended up adding 3 more treatments on. Oh, so you ended up getting 15 total, right?
12 plus 3.
13, 14.
Good job, guys.
I've got to count on my fingers. And then, so... Hello?
What are we doing?
I just lost my train of thought, like, completely.
You said, and then,
So I was going to say, I feel like you got pretty much back to yourself, like, right around Fitz's birthday. Do you feel like that, too?
Yes. I remember his birthday party being, I remember all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then do you want to talk about, like, how it felt coming up to, like, your last treatment? Because when was that? End of July?
I think July 16th. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was. But, yeah, I could talk about that.
Like, how
do
did
you remember?
Feel?
Okay, so do you remember the ECTs up until that point?
No,
do you remember any of the
I don't
ECTs?
remember any of the. I remember probably the last 4.
Okay.
5. Yeah, that's the only I remember. I remember going in there and preparing, and it didn't bother me at all. I actually enjoyed going put under anesthesia.
Yeah, she did. And I remember too. It was just really cool.
Like, this is great.
Yeah, I remember that too. I love being put under anesthesia. It's just weird.
Good night.
Going to sleep. But I remember it was so exciting going in to see this, because you usually would see the same nurses every time you did ECTs. It was always the same, at least 2 or 3 different nurses that were in there. And they would, of course, see before this. Excuse me, we are December.
Wow.
But before this, like, how down you were and how depressed, and you were just like a zombie.
Yeah.
So then those last 3 or 4, I was so excited to go in there. It's like, oh my God, this is my sister! Like, oh my God, she's back! Look at her. This is how she normally is. Like, this is her. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. Usually, of course, it was just scary going through these ECTs.
Yeah.
And the last few, I was like, and up and at them. I'm like, okay, let's get in the car. I can't wait to see my sister. She's back.
Right.
And then going in there and then to see their faces of like, oh my God, she's doing really good. And we're like, yeah.
I bet they love that.
Oh God. And they had always told us too, like, you know, the people that have had oh my gosh, ECT treatments in the past, they would come back and just want to walk in and say thank you.
Yeah.
So they knew how life-saving it was for them. So we were still hoping and praying, like, oh my God, are we going to have that?
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's probably
it was
rewarding for them.
It was really cool to be able to see them see you as a normal sister instead of the, I'm just going to say whack job.
I was.
You were kind of off, but yeah, it was really cool to see that. But yeah, go ahead with what you remember from your last
I just remember going in there, and I felt like I knew who they were, the nurses and stuff. And I remember they were all super nice. And I remember Dr. Maloney coming in there. I always remember his white beard he had. He was a kind of good looking doctor.
He was very good looking. He was very nice. Yeah.
He was.
I look forward to seeing him.
But I just getting they had to hook me up to the IVs and all that kind of stuff. I remember that, and that's really all I remember.
Do you remember feeling like proud of yourself or anything?
Oh yeah, I remember feeling proud of myself for sure. And still a little like kind of like
I forgot I took pictures on the last day too.
Oh yeah,
you and Mike sitting in the waiting area before you had your last ECT, and then we took a selfie, and because you're always in a wheelchair when you're coming out because you're still kind of dazed and confused and wobbly from the anesthesia. And then I remember us taking a selfie together, like celebrating. And I think the nurse one, I think she got into it.
Did she? You have to show us.
Yeah, I just remembered that. Yeah.
Well, let's see how good I can be at editing this video. Maybe I can like pop it up on the screen.
That
right
would be
here or
cool.
something.
That would be cool.
I probably will.
Yeah, I remember those two pictures because I was so excited. Like, this is your last one.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, you are allowed, they do have it so that you can get a maintenance ECT if you feel any kind of need that you might like have maybe depression coming on.
Anxiety.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help with anxiety.
It's just depression.
Depression. Yeah. Learn some
research I've done.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome back.
We're discussing ECT today.
So yeah, it was just such an exciting day because of course, we all still have a little PTSD at times.
Yeah.
I have PTSD too.
I'm sure.
A few nightmares here and there, but it was pretty traumatizing for sure. But this is helping.
I think it saved my life. I really do. Yeah.
So you were, sorry, I never got a clear answer. You did feel proud of yourself?
I did feel very
What
proud
were you
of myself.
feeling in that moment? Like, I can't believe I did this.
Yes,
like, completed this.
It was still kind of unbelievable that I was there. Getting treatments done and everything else. But I felt proud of myself for going through 15 ECT treatments. Yeah. And it seemed like the nurses were always very proud of us too.
That's
really
nice.
She was they were all really nice.
Supportive.
Very supportive. Yeah.
Encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I did feel proud of myself.
You should. You went through a lot.
Yeah, I definitely did.
And you made it through.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully next episode we'll have a guest.
Yes.
I know. Let's see what guests we're going to
Yes. And we want to know if you guys have any questions that you would like us to answer on the next one or the next few or
on any of the this episode
or
even past episodes if anything comes up
or even text us.
Yeah, text us. Facebook.
Yeah.
Message us.
Get a hold of us.
Yeah.
We're happy to help.
We would love to answer any questions or talk about any topics that you guys feel should be addressed. Mm-hmm. And we love doing this. And
again, we're not therapists by any means or professionals.
Did you see this episode? We are hot messes.
We were kind of choking up. The cat got everything. We're dripping, coughing, season. You name it. We still had fun. It was fun. It was probably one of the most fun ones. I think I was so excited about it. ECT's done.
Yeah.
It's over. Celebration time. We might have a drink now.
Yeah. We are sober right now, and we're still a hot mess. So
we're still a hot mess.
Welcome to our life.
Maybe we need a drink.
Maybe
that would help us.
Maybe the next episode. Sis will be a special guest. We'll let him take over, or her, whoever it may be.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us, you guys. And any questions, just let us know and take care of the mental health.
Take care of the mental health.
I always seem like I have a little accent when I do these. So weird.
Let's try that again. Ready?
Take care of your mental health every.
Wow. We swear we have not.
One more time. We can do this.
Take care of your mental health, everybody, and call 988 with it any if you need to. Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.